question mark in our case is always the road around Catania. You never know what might happen.
So peeps, we woke up this morning and we are headed over to Syracuse, which Natalie said, you never been? So you said it's one of the must-go.
Yeah, apparently it's meant to be very beautiful. Also, this is one of the must-have things. And especially from petrol stops. The coffee at petrol stops all across Italy, best you'll ever have.
You're kidding me.
Would you like some cocoa powder? Would you?
Yeah.
Coffee cream, peeps. Take a quick look just before I like smash that.
It tastes like happiness.
Right?
It's basically like ice cream that you allow to melt, but not too much. Still got that. Oh, wow! There's a machine that like does this.
Yeah, right there. That bad boy.
I need one of those machines.
How do you want for you like a good Italian and nice coffee?
Oh, yum! I feel like I want to just take the cup and. You've had this before, or you haven't?
First time in my Russian life.
Super nice, yeah. Is that an espresso with?
It's like an affogato. It's an espresso with some coffee cream inside.
Oh, neat.
You want to try?
Yeah.
Grab a spoon. Right?
Oh my God.
That's the way forward.
It's like a snack of taste.
But it's so good.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Alright peeps, an hour and a half drive on that minivan and we are finally on another island. We're not on Sicily this morning, we are on the island of Ortygia, which is, it's beautiful peeps. I mean, we drove through the town and we're about to do a walking tour, but I can already tell you there's so much character in everything here, and I think I'm standing at a helicopter landing place. Anyways, we're on this island, and technically I think that is still Sicily over there, what you see. Look at that, I love that. Just like a little patch of land with access to the beach and people like all over it. That's amazing. Oh, you guys want to see the view, don't you? I keep saying it's beautiful. Check this out. Walking out peeps, and I will explain where we are because it is amazing. I'm not allowed to take videos and photos over here, so I do need to walk out to do this. So amazing. I'm actually standing by a cathedral which houses one of Michelangelo's paintings, and it is unbelievable. We can't film on the inside, so I want to respect that and not do anything like that. But phenomenal. There's a painting, and the painting basically is the burial of Saint Lucia, which is, or who is, the patron of this island. And it was amazing because I heard the story of Michelangelo, how they never found his body, right? They think that he was thrown into a mass grave, but they feel like recently they found a mass grave with a bunch of bodies in it, and they found a skeleton which had a lot of lead in it, and they believe that's Michelangelo because doing all his paintings and everything, he had to create his own paint. In those days, that's what they did, and there was a lot of lead in there, and they felt like he breathed in a lot of this lead, which basically caused him to become poisoned by the leg, and eventually his health deteriorated until he passed away. What an amazing story. What an amazing area. I mean, look at this building. Look at this, please. What amazing walls and buildings and just history. Wow, absolutely love it, peeps.
Okay, because here actually you have the Sicilian flag. Now the symbol actually, the trinacria, the original face was a little bit different from the one that you have today. Originally it was the Medusa. The Medusa has hundreds of snakes on the head. And what happened, the Romans were so afraid about the Medusa head that at a certain point they changed the Medusa into the goddess of fertility. As I've mentioned already on the bus, Sicily, the granary, the breadbasket of the Roman Empire. So the face is today the goddess of fertility. Then the two snakes on each side are the remains of the Medusa, so just need to remember the original part. Then you have two wings, The two wings actually belong to Mercury, the messenger of gods. He had the wings at the heels, and he was very fast in carrying messages from one god to the other. And then the three legs. Now, the three legs, it could be simply the shape of Sicily, because Sicily has the shape of a triangle. Somebody says that these are maybe the three seasons, because normally we do not really have winter time. There's only one way how to explain why the legs are bent. Because neither the Greeks nor the Romans had an idea what an earthquake was. And they thought that the island has legs, and sometimes the island is running in the water. And in the moment that the island is running, they feel everything trembling. So this was an ancient explanation for earthquakes. Look at the balcony of this home.
Here's some old columns. I use the word old so loosely. These things are like thousands of years old. I think I speak for all my fellow Arabs when I say every time I see palm trees, I feel like I'm home or close to home. But neither of those is the case right now. But what really is the story of these palm trees? Now obviously it's super hot, you can tell from the sun, and these kind of palm trees can grow. They're indigenous to this type of weather. It's a little bit cooler than the Middle East, by the way. But also don't forget that there was an odd 100 years where Islam ruled Sicily, and it could be that, you know, these trees were brought in during that time. Say that looks like the desert rose, but I'm not sure if that is. Okay, definitely not the desert rose, because the desert rose doesn't grow that way in terms of the tree structure, like the trunk and the flowers and everything like that. But nonetheless, both beautiful. Wow, that was good. Raw shrimp with oranges, peeps, and onions, and it looks like maybe some coriander and raw onions as well. Nice, yeah. Octopus peeps. Try to get a little bit of everything in there. So look at that, octopus, celery, carrot, and pepper. Try to get them all right there.
You try to rest.
Oh, yum. It's not raw, that's for sure. Oh, look at that. Look at the presentation of that piece.
It's like a kunafa prawn.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, kunafa prawn. I like that. Take the head off. I'm assuming it's...
Yeah, you just bite it.
Oh, yeah? Mmm. Feels a little bit sweet as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Italians cannot go wrong with food, ever. Seriously. Cuttlefish, ricotta, and pistachio. It looks like falafels though, by the way. With like tahina on top of it, but it's not. It's hot on the inside, by the way. It's hot.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it doesn't have a very strong, like, seafoody flavor. It's not fishy at all, but little pieces of cuttlefish. Looks like squid ink, and even the squid ink is done super well because it's not fishy at all. What's that, Natalie?
It's a razor clam.
Razor clam? Fish, yeah. So, that's what it looks like, peeps. Wow. And just to top it all off, peeps, this is what you do. You take your last bit of bread. You gotta plan for this. You gotta keep this for the end. Little piece. Throw it into the juice of everything. Like, just make sure it sucks up all of that oil and garlic and seafood sauce, and then yeah, this can't be healthy. Oh, it's definitely gonna be great. Look at that. That's what you're gonna end up with. That's the last bite. I'll give you a high five for that.
Italians love to mop up the last bit of sauce with a piece of bread. It's called scarpetta. So if you have a pasta with tomato sauce, you enjoy the pasta, but you keep a piece of bread to just mop up that like saucy goodness, and then that's the way to finish a meal.
Perfect way. The irony of the last shot that you guys saw was that we all thought that that was the end of the meal. But apparently it's not, because they bought out one of these for every single individual on the table. It's like super hard to... I know, I'm just kidding. No, it's not individual, but still, it's a lot of food. This is for like, I think 2 people or something. Like I was saying, peeps, 1 for every individual, roughly. I mean, we're 8 people and they brought 4 of these out. 2 of them look like they've got white sauce. 2 of them look like they've got red sauce. He's like, I'll eat and I will digest everything before you finish shooting your shot. That's true. Sorry, man.
That has fish eggs.
Fish eggs?
Yeah.
Woo! Swordfish egg. By the way, they look like Cheerios. Look at that, Pete. and this pasta is called what, Natalie? I'm sorry to trouble you with so many questions.
Padellini, I think, but I'll ask him again.
Okay.
Anelli
Anelli.
con uova di pesce spada.
E questi?
Strigoli con vongole, gamberi e pistacchi.
Strigoli. So these are strigoli,
Strigoli?
clams and pistachios.
Clams and pistachio, wow.
And these are anelli, which means rings, with eggs, swordfish eggs.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Wow. I love this, and they've got the little cherry tomatoes in there as well. All right. I want to say that those little round bits are the eggs. Al dente. Nice. Amazing. All right, let's try the other one. I like that one. The one with the white is good. Peeps, we are on our way to Mount Etna. Now, on the way, we're making a quick stop. We're basically going up a mountain up, I think, about 2,000 meters. And we just stopped at this town called Zafferana, which was basically named after the spice saffron because there are a lot of these trees that have yellow flowers in them. Not because of saffron, but because of the trees, because of the color. And you know who named it Zafferana? The Arab Muslims, when this was the Emirate of Sicily, part of the Arab Empire. Pretty cool, huh? Now, walking to the edge, this is like a town that's like on the mountain. Whoa. Peeps, wouldn't it be amazing if you lived over here? You know, I talk a lot about how amazing it is, or it would be, if you lived in an area which had just extreme beautiful nature. I mean, the weather is obviously fantastic. I understand that the land is so fertile because of the lava from Mount Etna. So imagine the kind of fruits and vegetables and things that they grow over here. After all, this is an agricultural city, but imagine that. Imagine getting all those amazing fruits and vegetables every single day. Amazing. Further up now. That is all ash. In the middle of ash, you see all these beautiful flowers just like sprouting up everywhere. Wow, that's amazing. All the way up. We're up here, peeps. We just got out of the car, and this is the place where your jaw drops, basically, because of the view, but also because of the weather. It is cold now, which is why we got these jackets over here. This is also where people come up to for skiing in the winter. Obviously there's no snow right now. This is all ash. Everything that you see over here, all this like black matter, black stone, is all lava and ash, and apparently a lot of this is fairly new as well. So, oh, I'm gonna have to get my jacket on. Hang on for a second. There we go. Whew. Got a hoodie as well, just in case I need it. Might need it to tame this hair. It's like super crazy. I am lucky that there's no humidity, because if there was, this would be like much wilder. Pretty sure now the doors should close. If they don't, we just have a super adventure. Oh, they closed. Last year I was in Austria and we did a helicopter ride, one of the ones that has no doors. Yeah, it's like pretty scary. Whoa! Woo! Look at that camera work. Look at that camera work. Open sesame! Open sesame! Open sesame! Third time is a charm. Third time is a charm. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. So we just came up the cable car, and now there is a bus that's going to take us a little bit more higher up. But you see this sand? Well, it's kind of sand. It's ash from the lava. And it's what you get like on the beach and stuff like that. But look at that. Just like rock. Just bits of rock. Wow, it doesn't even stay on your hand. It's not like sand, you know, when you do that, it kind of stays, it's gone. It's even colder over here.
Mi dai un biglietto pulmine per favore? Questo è per me, ragazzi. Mi dai un biglietto pulmine?
Peeps, if you've ever been on a desert adventure, this is the same thing, except it's a mountain lava desert adventure. Yeah, that's how he's driving. And this is like a huge bus. This isn't even a four-wheel drive. Check that out, peeps. That is the clouds. We're like driving into the clouds now. I want you to quickly keep an eye out. I just saw underneath that sand is snow. It's keeping it cold. Oh, I swear to God I saw it, I promise. To be honest, it feels like we're rushing to get somewhere, and I'm not quite sure where we're rushing to get. I mean, we're like 2,900 meters above sea level. So where are we going? Is this volcanic smoke or clouds? Now I'm not sure. We've got to ask somebody when we get higher up. I told you there was some snow over there. Snow on the ice. Alright, we've reached somewhere and we're going to get off the bus. I'm the first one off. This bus. Super cold. Oh man, look at this. Am I like walking in the clouds or not really? Alright. Peeps, I can't tell you how cold it is over here, but the fact that there's snow over there that hasn't melted, you'll know how cold it is. You know, for somebody like me from the Arab world to come over here in the peak of the summer, or almost at the peak of the summer, to this weather, kind of suffering. I have to keep my hands out of my pockets because I need them to film. Thank God the sun comes up every few minutes and just kind of warms us down a little bit, but it looks like we are going on a hike because oh, there's something in the air as well. It's obviously all the lava. Time for a few pictures. Check out my shots, peeps. I'm not a photographer, but trying to get a little bit better. Here they are. The sand is also super slippery, so you gotta be super careful going on edges. And it's probably better to get back on the trail and go up. All right. Wow. Super beautiful. Peeps, we are walking around the crater right here. It's fresh air. However, there is something in the air, and I'm not sure what that is. Whether it's sulfur, whether it's ash, I don't know. It is a little bit uncomfortable, but not too much. It's fine. I think we can handle it for a little bit. We are probably like a 30-minute bus ride away from being just somewhere over there. So, hey, I'll take my chances. So, peeps, this was not on the agenda, and hence I did not bring warm clothes. I mean, I came in a t-shirt and have this hoodie on, which I'm about to put on my head. But I can tell you, my ears are about to fall off, and so are my fingers. It's super cold, but it's just too beautiful not to be up here. And then again, you know, like I said, I don't have a choice. That's a volcano. Volcanic smoke just trapped under the sand. That is amazing. Look at that.
every 4, 6, 8 years in the flanks of the volcano. Open a new line of fracture, the magma rise up inside, and there is an eruption. The people were in the summertime with umbrellas. It was impossible to fly on the volcano.
I'm headed back down because I honestly cannot feel my fingers anymore, or my nose, or my ears, or anything for that matter. Super cold. Everybody's still up there taking pictures. I'm running back to the bus and I'm gonna hide under the seat of one of the buses. Peeps, before I leave the hotel to go to the airport to fly back home to Dubai, I want to tell you guys the 4 reasons why I really enjoyed myself in Catania and why I would come back. 1, the small town feel. I mean, the population is just over 300,000. You could certainly feel it not just by the people, but by the city itself. I mean, it's super cozy, which I absolutely love. You can walk around everywhere. They have very nice, quaint streets. There are little stores. They have an old town. It's just really, really nice. 2 is the fact that it's super picturesque. I mean, on one side you've got the great Mount Etna, and it's laden with black ash lava that's dried up, which is just really beautiful. In between you've got so much greenery, so many trees and so much vegetation. And on the other side you've got the beautiful blue ocean. Perfect spot if you want to do barbecues, picnics, and just super romantic outings with your loved ones. 3 is the food, and you know, I always say the Italians cannot get food wrong. Everything you'll eat over here is just amazing, from the seafood on one side, to their canola dessert, to their brioches for breakfast, to their granitas as a snack. I mean, everything is just fantastic. You cannot go wrong. And of course, this island is an agricultural island, so all the fruits and vegetables are all grown right here. It's all local, and I can tell you, it's amazing. Make sure to try the cherry tomatoes because they're some of the best in the world. And 4 is the fact that Catania is just a 5.5-hour flight from Dubai. So you can actually do a long weekend here in Catania, and it's perfect. I mean, if you have 3 or 4 days, I think you have the opportunity to see everything you need to. Taormina, which is the old town, going to Syracuse Island, and also doing Mount Etna. You can do all of that, plus have some more time to relax in those 3 to 4 days. So that's it for me, peeps. I'm out of here. I'm headed back home, but I will be back very soon. Maybe if I miss my wife Ahlam's birthday next year, this is the place that I will surprise her with. What do you guys think? Peace out.